So I have a bit of a problem. I've always been into making stuff. I made a jet engine when I was 14. I made a cloud chamber when I was 15. But I don't really have a place to work. I need somewhere to experiment. I need somewhere to machine, manufacture everything that I can't do here. So today, let's fix that. And starting off, we need to clean it up. Now, the biggest problem with this setup is that I don't really have anywhere to work. I mean, it's all full of household crap, it's all of the junk between my projects, and there is no room space. So, you may be asking how we're going to fix that. Well, first off, we need to clear all of the space out.
I think the biggest issue here was that the organisation of this place was horrible. There were 2 boxes full of just coat hangers. So when organising that, I was able to then fill it with other random stuff like laptop boxes and speakers that were just lying around the place, and that took up a lot of space.
Okay, so I have now place to work. I can walk around, I can do whatever I want. But this is a problem. I mean, I have a power supply I made who knows when. I have an unfinished project. I've got clamps, random screwdrivers, thermometers. Everything needs to go and be organised. This is a problem. This needs to be sorted. It's a drawer that doesn't draw. We've got a 3D printer that doesn't print. We've got random gardening tools. We have no organisation in this area. And we've got random household things. This all needs to be sorted out. That almost went very badly. All of it needs to be sorted out. And well, here's a montage.
Now, the first thing I had to do was drain all of the coolant pipes I had for my other projects, and when I smelled it, it smelled horrible. Now, the biggest problem with sorting out this desk was that everything was very heavy, and the drawer that I was lifting out was especially so, and because it was made of very thin sheet metal, it did dig into my hands and cut them up. I should have been wearing gloves in foresight. Now, having removed the drawer, I had access to the bottom half of the desk, which means that I was able to then clear the 3D printer out, and also then give me access to anything behind the desk, which there was quite a lot of. At this point, I realised that a lot of the MDF had become very, very mouldy, and I haven't had this desk for too long. Here I found a very old toolbox I had. So all the screwdrivers, the spanners, the wrenches, all my electrical equipment, such as, the crimpers, the live detection system, all of that I put into there, and that freed up a lot of space. It also meant that I found tools that I didn't even know I had, but it was very good to clear out all the space. Due to the mold, I had to take out the bottom MDF, and I thought instead of replacing it, I'll just toss it in the bin. It was too far gone. That meant I could put the drawer where the MDF used to be, which means I didn't have to repair the rails that were damaged by the drawer. I realised that the drawers were too small to fit into that gap and would fall straight through, so I used some extra steel that I had lying beside me and screwed it into the frame, allowing for a resting position for the drawer. I then also had to reinforce the back so we could handle the weight.
So here, as you can see, I have moved the storage, the dump that was here, and I've transported the drawers, down over there. Now this frees up a lot of space on the top, but now I have to clear all of this. So that is for another day. I'll have to sort this out. It's going to take a while.
And now started the tedious task of clearing the drawers. This took a long time, but I got through it.
So just after clearing a bit of this, I found a bunch of electronic components that I probably used in the past for different school projects and other engineering projects. So all of this will then be organized into this electronics box. As you can see here, you have different capacitors, you've got a cell and resistors, some transistors, microcontrollers, and it will all be sorted into this. If I can't fit anything into this, it will go into a different section. So here's the result. I know it's not perfect, but it's a lot better than it was, and it's a work in progress. So I'll leave that there. I've got all my boxes that have been sorted, and now I have to clear the underside and probably that storage solution over there. So it's all clean now. Most of it, well, cleanish. A lot of this will then go inside into my storage area, like these drone protectors. These are in constant use, so this can stay outside. And then this entire contraption needs redesigning. The 3D printer that is broken right now, this has to be a part 2. I don't know how to fix this, so if any of you have ideas on where to start fixing it, please shoot me up. I have no idea. This is too complicated. This would be a part 2. But otherwise, it's mostly clean. I have a lot more room to work now. And yeah. So now we're all done. See you for part 2.